All right, Robert's here, Rhonda's here. Rhonda's with MAD, and we're talking about a couple things. You guys have teamed up, but let's get right into what you guys do, and it's personal injury, right?
It is personal injury, and so we focus on folks who have been injured in car crashes primarily. We have a lot of focus on drunk drivers. And what we really try to do, because we're a locally based firm, is provide the best representation we possibly can provide to people through communication and hard work. So, we have a staff to attorney ratio of 10 to 1, so that if you are a client of ours and you call and you need to talk to somebody, somebody is always there. And that frees me up to go to court, to do other things, to work as hard for our clients as I can.
That's great. And I'm assuming there's some things that set you apart from other firms, and you have someone, obviously, Rhonda with MAD next to you. That's one of the things, very likely.
Yes, yeah, I think MAD, and then again, the fact that we have the ability to both focus on communication and do the hard work that needs to be done in the cases that need to be done. But yeah, MAD's an important part of what we do as well, because we're kind of civil enforcement, and I wanted to get involved in the prevention side of things, and I thought MAD is the perfect partner for that.
That's exactly right. Let people know what MAD is if they don't know exactly what it is, and what do you guys hope to accomplish?
Yeah, so MAD is Mothers Against Drunk Driving. We've been around since the 80s. MAD was actually founded here in Sacramento, and we're now a nationwide organization. We're the biggest nonprofit in the country, and we're out fighting against drunk driving. Our goal is to eliminate drunk driving. But also, especially here in California, we're seeing increasing numbers with the drugged driving. So that's part of our mission too, is to help eliminate drugged driving, serve the victims of drunk driving, which that's my primary job with MAD. I work with victims, and I'm getting calls every single day with new victims of these impaired driving crashes. So we have a lot of work to do. And with partners like Triumph Law, I do see a day when we will have an end to this, and hopefully it's sooner rather than later.
Yeah.
I can see some of the partnerships that you've created, not just here locally, but I mean really across the country. When you have partners like this, brag about him for a second. I mean, this connection has to be meaningful for you guys.
A second is not enough time to talk about this partnership, and I will tell you just a Cliff Notes version. We solicited their firm for a sponsorship for one of our big fundraising events, and they were gracious enough to join us for that Walk Like MAD event, which we do every year in October. And they joined us for a couple of years, and we kept upping the ante and asking for more, and they kept giving more. Wow. Eventually, they became our naming sponsor for that event. They not only named the event, they also came in with a victim services sponsorship, which is very unusual for any MAD chapter to have. They help us with victim services. And this law firm doesn't just write checks. This law firm joins me at DUI checkpoints. They join me at law enforcement recognition events. They come out and help us support law enforcement. They help us support victims, and that really means a lot. It's more than just the money. Yeah, we really get a lot of support from them with everything that we do.
It's got to be nice to hear someone brag about you that way.
It is, but I get just as much from her and MAD as they get from us. I mean, you can see it in the way that she talks about this. I mean, she's an inspiration. I rarely run across people who are so dedicated to what they do, and I don't think I've ever met anyone who fits that role better than Rhonda does for me.
Yeah, and that's obviously the main reason why I was going to get to that question. You just answered it. That's why you hooked up with somebody like this, and this. MAD.
I think that's what kept us going and kept us involved. And one of the things that she didn't mention, we recently did some ride-alongs on a Saturation Saturday with the California Highway Patrol, which is a terrifying and eye-opening experience all at the same time.
Right.
Which
you don't know what to expect,
which
right?
I would never have had it not been for Rhonda and MAD here.
That's incredible. Rhonda, if there are other ways that people may be seeing right now, they probably heard of MAD. Most everybody, I feel like, has.
I hope.
What are ways that if they want to tap in and help in other ways? Are there ways to do that?
Absolutely. There are ways to do that. The biggest way right now is go to mad.org. Everything we do is on that website, from victim services to donation outlets to public services. I mean, we're out talking to kids in schools every single day, not just in Sacramento, all across the United States. And we do need help with that. We never charge for our services. So we do fundraisers like Walk Like MAD, which is what Triumph is a big supporter of. And we need that money to keep continuing to educate our community and support our law enforcement. I mean, they're our first line of defense. Sure. And so we want to be out there with them and behind them and educating and just letting people know what can happen.
And prevention is difficult. I mean, and you mentioned it. That's one of the reasons that was kind of a passion part for you guys to get involved in the first place, is there's an element of prevention to this. And making things not happen is very difficult. But when you have the resources, when you have people stepping up and great partnerships, it makes it even maybe a little bit easier.
It helps a whole lot. It helps. It gives me another outlet. Being here today gives me another outlet. The partnership gives us an outlet, and Robert's been great. We call when we need something, and his office always comes through for us. And yeah,
Nice.
we
Love the,
appreciate
yeah,
it.
love the partnership there. This works.
Dynamic.
This is working for me right here.
Dynamic
Yes,
deal.
I like
There you
this.
see some info about Triumph Law. Great partnership too. Kudos to you for digging in that way. All their information, website, everything you need, triumphlaw.com for a little more info. And Rhonda, thanks to you.
Yeah.
Keep doing what you're doing, man.
Thank you very
Keep
much.
it up.
Appreciate it.